To run a successful channel today, you are competing against full-scale production teams while personally managing the writing, filming, editing, and packaging. Tech marketing campaigns insist the only way to survive this workload is to adopt a dozen different AI subscriptions immediately. But leaning entirely on automated generation results in videos that feel robotic and structurally identical to everyone else in your niche. The goal shouldn't be replacing yourself. The goal is clearing out the tedious administrative friction so you can focus on injecting your actual personality. This quadrant chart tracks the real return on investment for creator tools. The horizontal axis measures the effort required. How much time and learning does it take to make the output sound and look human rather than like generic AI? The vertical axis tracks the actual impact on your channel, measurable gains in retention, click-through rates, or pure hours saved during production. We are going to grade 7 major tools using a human input scorecard, scoring them as low, medium, or high, and then map them onto this matrix. Building a practical workflow means ignoring the noise and picking only the specific software that lands in the high-impact zones for your exact style of videos. The first major bottleneck for any channel is figuring out what to say and proving it with accurate research. This table breaks down perplexity. Instead of 40 browser tabs, you get source data instantly, but notice the high human input score. Without aggressive fact-checking, you recite the exact same statistics as everyone else. Next, ChatGPT immediately solves blank page syndrome using your own anecdotes. Treat it like an automated script vending machine, though, and you get sterile, retention-killing dialogue. Moving to discovery, vidIQ matches your video concepts with actual audience demand using search volume and competitor metrics. The risk here is that optimizing exclusively for existing search trends can trap you. You stop inventing new formats and only make what already exists. When we map these 3 tools onto our chart, they land high on both effort and impact. Pre-production software requires the heaviest human oversight. If you automate the foundation of your video, the substance becomes entirely forgettable. Once the script is locked, the next hurdle is generating professional visuals and audio without a studio budget. Back to our table, Canva enters with a low human input score. You can rapidly generate multiple thumbnail variations to A/B test your click-through rates. The ease of these templates means your thumbnails will blend right in with the competition, unless you inject custom elements. Back on the table, 11 Labs offers instant studio-quality narration, which is incredibly efficient for faceless channels or translations. However, you sacrifice the natural pacing and emotional weight of a real human reading the lines. Plus, failing to disclose synthetic voices violates platform policies. For visuals, Runway democratizes high-end, cinematic B-roll. A solo creator can generate establishing shots that would normally require a massive budget. Our table shows Runway demands a high human input. Generating the exact shot you see in your head requires a steep learning curve and constant trial and error, which often leads to disjointed editing. Looking at the matrix, Canva and 11 Labs sit firmly in the low effort zone, while Runway pushes hard to the right, demanding significant time. These production tools offer immediate visual polish, but chasing perfection with generators like Runway can eat up dozens of hours and completely derail your upload schedule. The final and traditionally most exhausting bottleneck is the editing timeline. Descript finishes our table with a medium input score. Editing by deleting text from a transcript strips away hours of scrubbing just to cut filler words and dead space. But if you blindly execute every text deletion it suggests, you chop out natural breathing and pauses. The result is an unnerving, hyperkinetic pace that exhausts your viewer. With Descript placed on the board, we have our fully plotted matrix of all 7 tools. Post-production software offers massive time-saving returns for talking head formats, provided you keep a human ear actively listening to maintain a conversational rhythm. Trying to cram all 7 of these into your process tomorrow will break your workflow. To avoid that, we can use this decision tree to match specific tools to your exact needs, starting by identifying your biggest bottleneck. If you are a personality-driven channel getting buried in the edit, follow this path to prioritize Descript for faster cuts and Canva for quick packaging tests. If you run a faceless explainer channel and need massive scale, this middle branch leads you to Perplexity, 11 Labs, and Runway to generate your core assets. And if you are constantly stuck trying to find the right topic or write the script, The final path directs you to ChatGPT and vidIQ to align your ideas with actual audience demand. Efficiency comes from selecting the 2 or 3 exact tools that solve your specific points of friction and ignoring the rest. No combination of software subscriptions can force an audience to care about your video. While the raw materials can be automatically generated by these tools, you still have to direct the final narrative. The most profitable investment you can make this year is developing the specific human perspective, taste, and editorial judgment that a server farm cannot replicate.